Hi everyone and welcome back to the Lewis Pickering Football Show. On today's episode I'm going to be discussing my League 1 and League 2 predictions for the coming season. I'm not going to be doing every position exactly where I think they'll finish, but I'm just going to do who I think will get promotion, who I think will get relegated, and just a little tip for a top scorer in each of the two leagues. Just a little comment on the last video, the Brother v Brother series that I've started. The views and the feedback's been absolutely fantastic and I can't thank everyone enough for the feedback that they've given me. The videos had over 500 views and that I could never imagine getting them amount of views. Just a little side note, if you're watching my video and you're not subscribed, please could you just hit that subscribe button, hit like on the video. I'm only around 50 subscribers at the moment and over 500 people viewed my last video. It really helps my channel out as I'm a growing channel just to hit that subscribe button. Right, let's get into my predictions. Right, so let's start with League 1 and let's start with promotion, who I think will be the champions. Just a little note on League 1, I think the league's getting tougher and tougher each year. Just when I was doing my research, like I do for every video, it shocked me how many Premier League teams are now in League 2. I've got Ipswich, Sunderland, Hull, Charlton, Portsmouth, Wigan, all been in the Premiership not so long ago. And I think as the Championship's hard, I think League 1 is getting even harder every year. I think it's quite wide open. I don't see a clear favourite, but if I had to back a champion, I'm going to pick Sunderland. Been in that league for a few years now, and I think this is the season they'll have to push on. Far too big of a club to be in League 1, and I think Phil Parkinson will get the job done and they'll get promoted as champions this year. Automatic promotion, hard, really hard. Like I said, there's just big club after big club in League 1. I think it's going to be a really tough year to pick promotions. The two I've gone for are Peterborough, who finished just outside the playoffs last year, score a lot of goals in League 1, and they've just signed a really good striker who I'll get on to in my top scorer pick. I'm backing them for promotion. The second team I'm backing for promotion is Oxford, who finished in the playoffs last season under Carl Robinson. Just got beat in the playoff final by Wycombe last season. I really fancied them in the playoff final. I'm backing Carl Robinson to get over that playoff defeat, and I'm backing them for promotion into the Championship this season. The outside tip I'm backing for promotion in League 1 is Blackpool. I'm backing them to get into the playoffs. I watched them in a pre-season friendly against Everton, and not only pre-season, but they were 3-0 in 10 minutes. A young attacking side, look very free-flowing. And I've done a little research, and the Blackpool fans fancy themselves, and I'm going to back them. I'm going to back them to get at least a playoff spot and maybe promotion. Now let's move on to relegation. 4 teams obviously go down from League 1. Very hard to pick exact teams who will go down, but I'm picking the teams that I think will have a bad season and could end up in relegation. Bottom place, I'm going to go for Rochdale. Struggled last season just outside the relegation zone before the pandemic come into the world. I'm backing them to finish bottom. Next team, Northampton Town, won the playoffs last year. Weren't outsiders for the playoffs last year. Done really, really well to win the playoffs, but I'm backing them to go straight back down. Another promoted team, Crewe Alexandra, I'm backing them to go straight back down. I think they could struggle with the step up into League 1. And my last pick is AFC Wimbledon. Hard pick this last one. There was a few teams in my mind, but I'm backing Wimbledon to go down. They were one place above the relegation zone when Corona hit last year, and I'm backing them to go down. Just a little outsider for relegation. I'm going to back Burton Albion. They're a big price to go down. And they weren't the greatest last year, and I think they might be on the free fall. Little outside tip, Burton Albion to go down. So I'm backing Peterborough for promotion, and one of the reasons is my tip for top scorer, Mohamed Issa. 23 goals in 43 games for Cheltenham Town in League 2. Got him a big move to Bristol City in the Championship. Didn't really work out from there. He only played 5 games, didn't really get a fair chance. But now he's at Peterborough, and I think League 1 will be his level, and I'm backing him for top scorer, 25 plus goals. Now let's move on to League 2 and the champions. I'm going to back Bolton Wanderers. Bit of a turbulent few years for the Wanderers fans. I'm hoping League 2 is the level that they start to progress back up the leagues. Ian Everett's new manager, I'm backing them. They've just signed a really, really good striker for that level, and he's my top scorer pick, and I'll talk about him when I do my top scorer. But yeah, turbulent few years for the Wanderers fans, but I'm backing them to win the league. So let's move on to promotion. I'm going to pick another 3 teams for promotion because obviously 4 teams go up from League 2. The first team I'm backing with Bolton is Exeter City, always in the playoffs, got beat in the playoff final yet again last year. But this time I'm backing them for automatic. I think they can make that step further, and I'm backing them to get automatic promotion. My next 2 teams, I think it's very difficult. Anyone in the top half of League 2 can make the playoffs and get promoted. The 2 teams that I'm backing is Bradford City, who I think they're a bit too big for League 2. I'm backing them for promotion this year. And Tranmere. Tranmere were in the Championship not so long ago. I think they're a bigger club than League 2, and I'm backing them too for promotion with Exeter and Bolton. And just a little outsider who aren't one of the favourites for promotion is Colchester. Made the playoffs last year, but they seem to have gone down in value with the bookmakers, and I think Colchester could have a run at the playoffs and maybe promotion. Let's move on to relegation for League 2. My relegation picks this season are Morecambe and Carlisle. Morecambe have been in League 2 for over 12 years now, and they've always just skirted above the relegation zone, and for me they're going to finish bottom this year. My second pick I found really difficult. There was 5 teams to choose from, so it could be a tight, but I've gone for Carlisle. Always about the playoffs in League 1 and when I was growing up, and then they got relegated to League 2, and then they had a poor season last season, and I think they might slip. I'm going to go for Carlisle for the other team to be relegated. Just a little outsider for relegation as well. My last little outsider is Southend United. Finished second bottom, but only won 4 games in the whole of League 1 last season. I think if you're not used to winning games and you start off slow, it doesn't matter what league you're in. I think if Southend start off slow, it could be a long season for them, and they're a big price to get relegated, and that's my outside tip. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about my top scorer pick for League 2. My top scorer pick for League 2 was the top scorer in League 2 last season. It's Owen Doyle. Last season, Owen Doyle scored 25 goals in just over 30 games for Swindon Town. Helped Swindon Town get promoted into League 1, and I was surprised that Swindon didn't take a pop at him. I think he could do it at League 1 level, but great signing for Bolton Wanderers. I've tipped them to win the league, and he's a big part of that. I think he scores goals for fun in League 2, and I think he'll fire Bolton to the title and fire himself to the league's top scorer. Right guys, that's the end of my predictions for my League 1 and League 2 promotion, relegation and top scorer picks. They're my tips for this season. Like I say, not the longest of videos, but I just wanted to do a video of who I think would get promoted, relegated and be top scorer in the leagues. When I say tips, I don't mean go back it, don't put money on it. I don't bet myself, I'm not advising anyone to bet. They're just my picks for this season. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Next week I've got plenty coming on my channel. A brother v brother Premier League predictions table, like I've done with my Championship. A brother v brother results prediction. The Premier League starts again next week. I absolutely can't wait. And I've got a fantasy video coming out, my final fantasy 11 for who's going to be in my fantasy team for the start of the Premier League season. So I've got 3 videos coming out next week. If you like the video, please hit like and subscribe. I know I've mentioned it earlier about my subscriptions and stuff, but it really does help my channel out. So if you did like it, please hit that like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next week for 3 uploads. Thanks guys, bye.